This bank would not be like any other bank that we've known that relies on the deceitful practices to enslave people with debt. It will be a place to store wealth and invest wealth. There will not be any need to loan using fractional reserve lending because the massive increase in our silver relative to the other paper assets will be incredible. I would not be surprised that the silver wealth in our little community would eventually buy New Hampshire. I'm not kidding. Equity lending is really simple and moral. Essentially, the silver capital lends to the labor behind the new business venture. The capital would own all of the assets of the company, and the labor, or the investor, would invest his time and talent to succeed in his area of expertise. The loan will be made with no interest. The benefit to the lender is that they would retain either stock or assets in the newly successful company. The benefit to the borrower is that 1, there will be money to be able to get, and 2, they will have a competitive advantage because they will have better terms than any of their competition, and they will have experienced investors backing them up. It is moral because it does not involve debt or interest, and if the venture fails, then both parties lose and no one else. If they succeed, the capital they make would help fund other dreams. Another level is a community. We've already looked around America, and we've seen that it's a big commercialized strip mall that monetizes everything, and it does not resonate with me at all. I look at Europe, and you see a much better quality of life. Less rushed, more relaxed, more education, and better quality of life. There is nothing in the United States that resembles that way of life. We can build something better. Right after the dollar collapse, this new entity, whether it is a bank or a private equity, would be able to monetize their silver when there is no credit or money available. I am confident we'll be able to buy prime land and get allodial title to this property. Having allodial title is key to a truly free future. All debt will become worthless, including liens and bonds against the property. Having allodial title means that the property will be private and free of liens, including property tax. Is it out of the realm of possibility to buy a state park from a state that needs capital, or a development, or a university that went bankrupt? We could create a community that only uses silver, or we can create debt-free money to be used inside the community. We can encourage farming in the area with our bank and secure food as an export for our little economy. With our debt-free money, our tax-free land, food independence, the only thing we need is free energy. We should be able to create energy projects to make our little community energy independent. Designing a sustainable project will be achievable, affordable, and wise. It will also resonate with what we're doing. Can you imagine how far we can progress as a community and society without taxes, interest, and energy costs? This is not a pipe dream. This is just too costly for us to do right now. Plus, we would have to deal with a myriad of bureaucracies. In this paradigm shift, there will be no local, state, federal authorities to deal with, and if they are, I'm sure they'll be easily influenced like post-collapse Russia. So here we are with the intellectual foundation built from all the work from the Don't Tread on Me website and the Sons of Liberty Academy. We have a network of like-minded individuals that are going to be extremely wealthy, not only because they have the silver, but they can see how the world really works and stay ahead of the curve. And now we have the ultimate exit strategy to make possible a new paradigm. And this is totally achievable on a local community level, but I believe that we'll have a much greater reach than that than just on a town level. I believe that if we're in the right state, we can become a very powerful influence on that state and possibly on a national and global level. If this plan is successful in one place, we can then go about planning other communities all over the world using our first development as a test. This leaves one last thing for us to do before the collapse happens, and that is to get more silver. A couple months ago, I ran into a friend named Drew Mason. He was an avid follower of the Don't Tread on Me site and the Sons of Liberty Academy. Drew ran a private investment firm that specialized in investing his clients' assets into physical silver. He had only worked on a very local level, but he had a very strong belief about constitutional silver and its future. We both resonated with each other, and we started talking about coming up with a program to take something to a national level. I had a couple things in mind when I wanted to create a silver investment program. I wanted it to be the best one out there. So here's some of the things that I felt it should have. I wanted it to have the lowest price silver out there. I wanted the ability to dollar cost average in a monthly program. I wanted the ability to supplement those purchases to buy on the dips. I wanted the ability to actually take physical delivery of the silver or store it at the lowest possible fees. I wanted the storage site to be off the radar and in friendly areas. I wanted to pool our purchasing power to get the best deal for everybody. And most importantly, I wanted to have an exit strategy for all this silver. Through months of talking, Drew and I came up with this program. We decided that we want to focus on strictly junk silver. And for the purposes of everything going forward, we're going to name junk silver constitutional silver because that's exactly what it is. Pre-1964 silver is actually the coins that we used to have, and they were 90% silver. We wanted to focus on constitutional silver because it had the lowest premiums out there and it was the most plentiful. This, coupled with our ultimate exit strategy of having a bank and using silver as real money in the future, proved to be a potent combination. The other reason why we focused on constitutional silver is because it has the lowest premium. I believe that this premium will skyrocket as silver is needed for monetary demand. Most people who are investing in silver right now are doing it for investment demand. They have no plans on actually spending this in the near future. I'm a perfect example of this. When I went all in and bet the house on silver in 2005, I loaded up on 100-ounce bars. Now that I look at it, I have a bunch of big bricks that are going to be much more difficult to get rid of. I only wish that I had bought constitutional silver instead of the big bars that I now have. As monetary demand grows, whether it's worldwide or even in our local community, constitutional silver is already and easily recognized as money. It is the lowest possible divisible form of silver, and it's a great form for this ultimate exit strategy that we're all working on in this community. There's two parts of this program that I felt were very needed, and this is the only program that I know that specializes in a couple areas. In the silver investment community, typically most silver investment companies specialize in either physical delivery or storage. There's very few that actually do both. The other two differences I've seen in the silver investment community is that either you have programs where you dollar cost average on a monthly plan, or they strictly focus on bulk purchases. When Drew and I got talking about creating this constitutional silver project, I wanted the ability to do everything. The ability to take physical delivery, and for those that don't feel comfortable or want to save up and then take delivery, having a place for storage. I am a strong believer of dollar cost averaging. It provides the discipline for people to buy on a constant basis. Whenever there's pullbacks in the market, which we're used to, then you can go in and make your big bulk purchases. On a monthly basis, we should be dollar cost averaging with silver, and it's a very important program. I figured we could leverage all of our network to make bigger bulk purchases to get lower premiums on buying silver on a monthly basis. When I brought this idea up to Drew, he has been working on it for over 3 months now to get this project together, and we're finally ready to introduce constitutionalsilver.com. This program is designed to be a bare bones operation to get you, the silver investor, the absolute best deal on silver out there. We do not have expensive affiliate programs. We do not have huge advertising budgets. We do not have a fancy website. We do not have multi-million-dollar salaries coming out. We are a bare bones operation that strictly focuses on buying constitutional silver, pre-1964 American silver coins. Because we cut to this bare bone policy, we have been able to provide a lot more services at a much lower cost than you'll ever be able to find at any other place out there. It provides the benefit of monthly saver program or one-time investment programs that you can either take physical delivery of or store at our very new Utah vault. We chose Utah because it was the first state to legalize gold and silver as real money again. We feel that Utah has been at the forefront of the silver movement and will continue to be a good place to store our silver. I knew we didn't want to have our silver stored overseas because political risk proves over and over again that it's very difficult to access silver when the world is going through tremendous political and economic strife. We also knew that we did not want to have our silver stored near metro areas. We felt Utah was the best choice for our physical storage facility. The other benefits that we have is that we run strictly on a transaction basis. We do not have an inventory, so we don't pull inventory off the shelves when the prices drop. All we do is hunt for sellers. Drew has developed an incredible network of individuals that he can go to buy silver at the best prices. This, coupled with our purchasing power of our network, will ensure that we'll be able to get as much silver as we can for the lowest premium that we can find. We are also not a program to either hold your money and then search for a lower price. We will either fill the order or not. There will be no games. You will have the ability to either take delivery or store the metal at our Utah depository. Regardless of how you buy your silver, the end game is that we are buying silver to eventually be used in a real economy and a new paradigm. So let's check out our constitutionalsilver.com site. You can click it by either going to constitutionalsilver.com or go to Don't Tread on Me and click this little button. Once you get there, you'll see that we have this site set up. It's not a very fancy site, but it's designed to be that way. Drew and I have set up a bare bones operation, again, that does not have fancy websites, huge advertising budgets, affiliate programs, or big salaries. This program is designed to get the silver investor the best bang for their buck. Once you arrive at constitutionalsilver.com, you can see what we're about, create an account through a secure form. You can see how the program works in details. You can see our published prices for both one-time investments and our monthly saver program. And again, our monthly saver program is designed to bulk purchase with other members of the Don't Tread on Me or Sons of Liberty Academy so that we ensure that we get the best prices for everybody. We also have the flexibility of having the silver stored for us at the Utah Gold and Silver Depository, or you can take physical delivery. If you do store it with us, we can also sell the silver back to us. Drew Mason will probably be handling all the transactions for us initially until we get up and running. I have found him to be nothing but an honorable and very patient man, and we actually make for a really good team. So I encourage everybody to go check out constitutionalsilver.com. This is by far the best way I've seen to buy physical silver at the lowest premiums and have the ability to take physical delivery or have it stored in a domestically silver-friendly state like Utah. I encourage everybody to check our prices against everybody else out there, and if you're looking for the most amount of silver for the least amount of premium, Constitutional Silver is the right choice for you. I know we have covered a lot of stuff tonight, but I feel that they're all no-brainers depending on your level of interest. I plan on putting a transcript of all the items that we covered below on this page. There will be no formal changes to Don't Tread on Me as we continue to grow, and also the Sons of Liberty Academy will continue to be remaining for free. I plan on focusing a lot of my effort on producing the greatest truth never told, to reach out to more people, and also provide a hook for affiliates to promote into our program so that we can reach a wider recognition and critical mass in our movement. I strongly encourage everybody to join the Silvershield Report. It will be by far one of the best investments you make. You will have probably 6 to 8 hours of me live answering emails and talking about the latest perspective out there. I definitely have a unique perspective on the way the world works, and I encourage everybody to listen to all, follow none, and walk your own path the best that you can. The highest level of participation will be the Maverick Mastermind Group in a roundtable discussion led by me. This will be the only time I will offer these at these prices. Regardless of what level you belong to, I invite you to become part of our Constitutional Silver program. Even if you're not ready to start, I suggest starting off at a minimum program that you can later increase. Depending on how far this crazy idea goes, could be the beginning of something like the Committee of Correspondence for the Founding Fathers, or, if we become financially successful as I believe, will be the beginning of something like Berkshire Hathaway's meeting. I look forward to working with you all in the future to move positively in the face of great challenges. Thank you very much and have a great day.